Yo guys, what is up? My name is StoneKoldSlayer, and I'm back here today with another YouTube help video. And today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use Sony Vegas Pro 12, or Sony Vegas Pro 12. Sorry. Anyway, guys, if you guys want me to, I can do a how to get this. If you guys don't already have this, just let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a video on how to get Sony Vegas Pro 12, or I might just do it anyway. But anyway, guys, so this is Sony Vegas Pro 12. If you guys are watching this video, it is probably because you already have it and you want to know how to use it, or you just want to know how to do something a little bit more complicated than what it tells you, or what it doesn't tell you, because it really doesn't tell you much. So first, what we're going to need to do is import some media, which would be like your video or whatever, or the picture. You make like a picture slideshow with Sony Vegas. You can do video editing with Sony Vegas. So if we just go into my recordings, let's see what. Alright, so say I wanted to edit, I don't know, what's something I've already done a video on, this, then see, if you guys notice, this is gameplay from Black Ops 3. It was taken in theater mode, so obviously you don't want this whole thing in the video because this is what you'd see, and we don't want this. We want like here where the game starts. So if we go to where I spawned in at, which would be like about like right here, maybe. Yeah, like right here I spawned in. So if you click S, it'll split the file into two. You can do this multiple times. See, S, S, S. There's a button for it. I think if you right click, you can go to, where to be? Oh, okay, I'm going to undo at the moment here. The undo button is up here. It's a pretty easy thing to find, honestly. But, alright, if you want to split the file, I think you can click on it as well. Where would that be? Split, yeah, it's S. I just push S because S is a lot simpler. Or you can do like a trim, see? And it'll start it there, or it'll skip that section. I don't know what I just did. Anyway, guys, so I'll delete this section. Just push the delete button. I'll pull it over here because this will be 0, 0. See, and then we play it, and it's actually gameplay. So if you guys listen, this game is very quiet. We can turn the audio amount up by like 10 or something, and it'll be much louder. You can hear the footsteps, the jet boosting. There's a noise right here. See, and it's much louder now. So that'll up the volume. Other things I want to do, if I wanted to add like a commentary to this, or if I want to bring my intro into the video, something like, let's say this, then we put it, drag it down here, we move this over. Oh boy, I need to go back to 0, 0. So we put that there, put that there. And if you notice, there is no transition between this. It is just solid, and that looks ugly, in my opinion. So I would want to do it like this so it looks nicer. Personally, I do like 1/15 of a second fade because I think that looks pretty good, and you don't, it's not like I'm doing this where it's like, oops, wrong button. I'll show you that doesn't in a second. It's not like it's a 15-second fade where it's just like still there. I mean, I suppose you could do it like that if you want to, but that's not how I do in my own videos. What I do is I put it at 15 seconds. Also, if you notice, this is eardrum blowing a little loud. See, it maxes out. So if we drag that down, we can move it to another audio layer, and I can turn this down by like 15 decibels so it doesn't blow your eardrums. See, that is a lot better. It is here. This would be like average, like this area here, anywhere in there. This is like too high, and you should turn your audio down. If like you did a gameplay where it was the voice and the game in one, then I'm sure there's a program you can use to split that, like the voice and the gameplay, but I would recommend using a separate program such as Audacity for voice, and then whatever you use to record for that. If you're doing it for a game, that is. If you're doing it for something else, then I'm not sure you'd use or how you'd want to do it, but that is what I know. So here, look, now there's a nice fade. It's not eardrum blowingly loud, and then it goes right into the gameplay or whatever. So other things we can do, say if I wanted to add in a face cam, in this, if you guys made like a video where you wanted a face cam and you recorded it separately, you could just throw a, that's a video, I don't think I have any videos of face cams, but if I want to say throw this video up in the top right of the video, I would just, oh boy, there's a big difference in light there. Which one's which? Oh boy, jeez. Oh boy. No, so if we click this button, I will show you, and I need to. Alright, so I also forgot about this. My bad. So you will want to make a separate video file track for this. No. Okay, I'm just going to start over. Pretend this never happened. I'm sorry. I know what I'm doing, I swear. So, okay, not the right thing. So if you right click on the blank area, click insert video track, and then it'll put it up here at the top, and that is where I'd want the face cam. The face cam would be, alright, if you want it to be over top of it, it needs to be above it in this row order. So see, this one I want to be underneath this video with my Black Ops 3 gameplay. This video right here is what I'm clicking on is what it shows, because it's full screen. It's covering this completely, which we don't want if this is a face cam. So just pretending this video is a face cam, if we made it more like this, we got a face cam there. Zoom out a bit. See, you just move these boxes, it changes the size. This F and the square symbol you see, this is the size of your entire video, and this is like, say this would be the face cam up in the corner. So that'd be good. See, now I could show them both at the same time. It also play both audios. See? It's like my sour video or something. But anyway, see if you did that. That was kind of fun. Alright, anyway, but if you did that, that's how you'd add a face cam. But seeing as how it's not a face cam, I would not want it in this. If you wanted to remove, let's say if you want to remove the audio from this gameplay, but without removing the gameplay, if you click just this bar over here, you can delete it, and then it would just be that. And then silence, but I wouldn't want that with this video. So we leave it like that. Still has the audio. Undo. Other things you can do, you can have a bunch of fades, you can have stuff coming in from over top of it. Want to bring in another video, something else I could do, I don't know what else I would want to do. Oh, if you want to say put a border around your video, pretty sure I know how to do that as well. That's something I usually do, but I'm pretty sure I know how to do it. And that would not be the right button. This one. So say I wanted to put a border. Sony border, add, okay. It'd bring up this menu. I could choose the size of the border I wanted. Oh, in this case the border is white. So say if I want to make it black or something like that. There we go. Or blue. Blue stands out. See, you can have a blue border on your video or an orange border on your video or something. I think that stands out more. I do that. If I was going to do one, you can make it solid. You can make it like half orange and then like a mirror kind of thing over the edges. Blurred. Actually looks really good, actually. I like that. That's what I do if I was going to do one. You can make it bigger, smaller. That looks kind of cool. If you got a fade doing that, that'd be cool. I have no idea how you do that though. See, I don't know everything about Sony Vegas, but I know a lot, and it's enough to get me through what I do. And I learned more by just playing around and exploring it. I think this Sony Vegas is a really fun thing to use. So now if you exit out, your entire video will have this little border around it. And it looks pretty cool. It looks like the edge of a television, honestly. Like an older style. Like one of the fat TVs, like the edges were like rolled in a little bit. And that's what it looks like. That's what it reminds me of. I think that looks pretty good actually, too. I can actually do this to my videos. I should. I mean, what else is something? Alright, if you want to render this video, say, what I do is, sometimes if you just leave it like this, and then click the render button is right here, or you can go to File, and Render As. This is the easy way, it's like the fast button to use it, and that's what I do. But usually if I want to render a video, I will select the whole area, so it gets the whole thing, because sometimes when I do it, it would just like, get like 10 seconds of it or something. I think it was like messing up, but this way, it does the whole thing. Then I can save it, call it whatever I want, like Fastifa, apparently is what I want to call it. Click the render as, and you can, alright, so if I don't do my favorites, I have my own like presets. So if you guys want to render this, I would recommend doing it in a WAV or an MP4 or a WMV. Let's see. So if you go to, okay, so this is probably what you see when you click it for the very first time. You see all these menus, and in here would be the MP4s, and these make it look very nice, but it's too much for anything that I do. I suppose I could do this 1920 by 1080, 59.94 frames per second, FPS, but that's not what I do. You could do a WAV, Microsoft file type. Honestly, what I do, since I post videos to YouTube, I just do the ones that are meant for internet viewing. So I go up here, and then I do, where was it at? Which one was open? Sony AVC. There we go. This one right here, and then there's internet 1080 by 30p, 1280 by 720 30p. Yeah. Wait, where are mine? Show favorites only. What are mine under? Mine are under Windows Media Viewer, WMV, MP4 ones, or AVC MP4 ones, which is what I was under, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, AVC MP4. So there's those. Okay, so, and if I go into it, say you want to do a video at 1080p 60 fps, you can, oh, I think I just started, no, you can customize it, or you take a base one and then you change it. So frame size, you can do 1080p, you can change it to 720p. For this video it's recorded in, okay, that's a lie, but it's a 1080p video, so this will usually show you, but sometimes when you make a new file, I must have clicked 720p, but it doesn't matter because I'm not actually going to render it. So frame rate, you can change it to 30, this would be 30. You have to type it in manually if you wanted 60 FPS, which would be 59.94. I'm not sure what this is. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. Alright, bitrate is important. I do 20,000, which is bits per second, and the average of 20,000 bits per second. I'm not sure what the number of slices is. In code mode, you can do these if you have them. I don't know if I have them. I just leave that alone and leave it on CPU. I could probably render it using my graphics card, which would probably be a lot faster, but I have a good CPU in my computer, so it's fine. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't take very long. If you guys have a slow computer, such as a laptop, this will take an abysmally long amount of time. When I first started doing YouTube, I tried to get Sony Vegas on my laptop. I got it, and it tried to tell me it was going to take 6 hours to render a 15-minute video. And I was like, nope, I'm just not going to render them or edit them at all. So I just like find a program where I could just cut off the ends and stuff. You could not do anything fancy. If you guys have a slow computer, this is going to take a long time. For me, about, I'd say a 10-minute video takes like 20 or 30 minutes at the most. 15-minute video takes probably 30 minutes at the most usually. 5-minute video at like my GoPro settings, which is extremely high, 1080p, 60 fps, like 40,000 bit rate, it probably takes a good half an hour for a 5-minute video, and that's pretty long. That's why I don't do all my videos at like beautiful quality. I do all mine at very nice quality, like 1080, 60. Probably take a bit of time for a 15-minute video, but I'd say 20,000. That's why I do my 1080p 60 fps videos at. It looks good for a gameplay. If you're doing something outdoors, maybe a little bit higher, but it looks very good either way. I'd say at least like 15,000 though at the minimum. Don't go below that. Or this would take less time if you did it at 30 FPS or 720p. I mean, if you're doing maxed out settings, it's going to take a while, and you should expect that, so you know. Okay, so yeah, you can name your customized templates like I did. You just type a name up in here like that, and then you save it. But I don't want to do that. I just want to use my own. I just want to cancel actually because I don't want to do any of these. And then you just click this render button down here and name it right there. I'd recommend naming it first. This is the folder where it'll put the rendered video. And yeah, so if you guys want to know anything else about Sony Vegas, leave in the comments below. I will feel free to help you out. Maybe make a video if you guys have a lot of questions. But that was just the basics, how to use Sony Vegas. Some things I know how to do. I don't know how to do everything. I can explore though. Now that I'm used to it, it's not that hard to do. If it's your first time using it, it's really confusing. I remember when I first started doing it, I'm like, I didn't even know how to cut the end of a video off. I was like, what do I do? And I looked at a tutorial on YouTube, and now that I've learned a lot about it, I wanted to help you guys out. Anyway, feel free to check out my other videos. I make gaming videos, other things. Check them out. Anyway, StoneKoldSlayer, out. Hope this helped you guys.
Please, no. Oh, God. No.